Once upon a time, in the mountains of ancient China, there was a quiet temple where monks spent their days in prayer, meditation, and study. Among them lived a young monk, sincere in his practice, but troubled in his heart. Day after day, he noticed whispers in the corridors, arguments over small matters, and gossip that spread like wildfire. The young monk grew restless. How can I find peace, he thought, when there is so much noise and negativity around me? One evening, unable to bear it any longer, he went to his master. Bowing deeply, he said, "Master, I wish to leave this temple. The monks are distracted by politics, by gossip, by jealousy. I long to find a quieter, purer place where I can truly follow the path of peace." The old master, wise and calm, looked into the young monk's troubled eyes. He did not scold him, nor did he send him away. Instead, he reached for a small spoon, filled it with water, and handed it carefully to the boy. "Take this spoon," the master said gently, "and walk around the entire monastery. But remember, not a single drop must fall." The young monk, eager to prove himself, clutched the spoon tightly and began his task. Step by step, through busy hallways and noisy courtyards, he moved with absolute focus. He heard laughter, debates, even the sound of arguments, but he paid no attention. His eyes were fixed only on the trembling water in his spoon. Hours later, exhausted but proud, he returned to the master. Bowing again, he said with a smile, "Master, I did it. I walked through the whole monastery, and not a single drop was lost." The master's eyes sparkled with wisdom as he asked, "And tell me, my child, as you walked, did you hear the gossip? Did you notice the arguments? Did you see the distractions that troubled you before?" The young monk paused. His eyes widened as he whispered, "No, master. I was too focused on the water to notice any of it." The master nodded with a knowing smile. "You see, my child, this is the way of life. Negativity, gossip, and conflict will always be around you, just as the wind touches every corner of the earth. But it only becomes a storm in your heart when you give it your attention. If you keep your focus on your path, your purpose, your dreams, then no amount of noise can disturb your peace." He leaned closer, his voice soft but firm. True happiness does not come from escaping negativity. It comes from mastering your mind in the midst of it. When you protect your focus, when you guard your peace, you will always carry calmness within you, even in the middle of chaos. That day, the young monk understood a truth that would guide him forever. Inner peace is not found in running away from the storm, but in learning to walk through it with calmness in your heart.